was killed in an accident by reason of the negligence of the captain of the ship, Antonia, in failing to take proper measures to remove certain loose gunpowder from the deck of the ship where it had fallen, and to see to it that persons were warned that there was loose gunpowder there, and in general to take proper precautions to prevent an accident such as might result from a man throwing a match down on the loose gunpowder on the deck. Certain facts are not in dispute. There is no dispute that there was gunpowder on the boat, that a fire started on the boat, that they then began to remove, and did remove, the boxes of gunpowder from a place near the fire to a more remote portion of the boat, that the gunpowder was then stored in the new place, and that the plaintiff's intestate was ordered by the captain to throw a tarpaulin over it and to watch it. So much, I take it, is not in dispute. The testimony adduced on behalf of the plaintiff is to the effect that as the gunpowder was being moved, some of it leaked from the box in which it was contained, that it was of a dark color, very nearly the color of the deck, and the plaintiff's counsel argues that inasmuch as gunpowder is an exceedingly dangerous article, and as the captain knew or should have known that there was gunpowder there which had been moved from one place to another, there was an affirmative duty on the captain to see to it that that place upon the deck between the place where the gunpowder was originally stored and the point to which it was removed should be made safe and kept safe, when that persons should be warned of the danger of such gunpowder in that area over which the gunpowder had been moved. Now, that is the plaintiff's claim. As I have told you, the burden is on her to prove to you by a fair preponderance of the credible testimony that the accident happened in substantially the way she says it did. And you must also find from those facts that the captain failed in his duty and was negligent before you can award a verdict to the plaintiff. Negligence is the failure to use the reasonable care which a reasonably prudent man would use in similar circumstances. Did the captain use such reasonable care? If you find that he did not, you may find the defendant guilty of negligence. Unless you find that he did not, that ends the case. The question is with you entirely. Now, if the plaintiff's intestate was himself guilty of negligence which contributes to his death, that is a circumstance which you may take into account in the following way. The statute of the United States, which governs the duties and rights of men on shipboard, provides that even though an employee has been guilty of contributory negligence, that shall not bar his recovery, that shall not defeat his right to get damages, but the damages shall be diminished by the jury in proportion to the amount of negligence attributable to such employee. So that, in this particular case, you must ask yourselves whether you think he was negligent at all in a way that contributed to his own death. And if you find he was, you must diminish the damages by apportioning in some way that you have to figure as best you can the negligence of each party, provided you find that he was negligent. The defendant claims that the man was negligent, as I understand in this respect, that he had been told by the captain to throw the tarpaulin over the powder and take care of it. It is, of course, for you to say whether that threw on him, under all the circumstances, any duty to take care of loose powder that was on the deck. Did he know of it? Should he have known of it? Was anything brought to his attention as to whether or not the powder had leaked onto the deck of the boat? Was there anything in the instruction to throw a tarpaulin over the powder and take care of it?